All right, let's lock in, shouter. All right, this is part 15. All right, part 15. This is for educational purposes only. This is not home property, your home property policy, okay? This is just a sample so that y'all can follow along. You know what to look for, all right? All right, since we got that out of the way. Now, I told y'all I was going to move over to coverage C, which is your personal property, right? Um, this is a pretty straightforward one, right? We know what personal property is. Personal property is anything that's tangible, right? Not connected to the house. If you turn the house upside down and it shakes, I mean, it comes out the house, that's your personal property, right? It didn't come with the house, right? So right here, this particular policy may not be on your policy, so calm down. But this particular policy, it has a limit to certain things, right? So you gotta make sure you're looking at this. So if it's money, banknotes, coins, valuable cards, smart cards, your limit is 100, right? Right here, uh, let's go down to your trading cards. Trading cards subject to a max amount of $250 per card. Altogether, your limit gonna be $1,000, right? Any watercraft, your water, and that's important because I get a lot of watercraft claims. And what watercraft is, just them darn boats they be having. You know, people have them boats. They had them boats in their yard. Okay, well, let's look at that. That's only limited to $500, right? Um, if you got trailers not used for watercraft, so the trailers that are not used for watercraft, that's a limit of $1,000. You gotta look at this stuff now. Okay, y'all that like them pum pum pums. All right, you like that? All right, so theft of firearms, including their related equipment and accessories. So if you got a holster and all that, it's only gonna come up to $1,000. All y'all exquisite silverware, goldware, plateware, you know what I mean? Um, it's only limited to $1,000. Now, this is just this, like I said, this is only for this particular policy. You can have yours tailored to how much your personal property is valued at, right? Or how much you estimated value. Because I'm going to tell you right now, insurance company is not going to pay you what you were paid, what you paid for, right? I'm not gonna get in all the insurance verbiage because if I do, it's gonna confuse you. So I try to break it down to like if I was a regular person out on the street. So basically, if you buy, let's say you buy a 32-inch TV today, right? And you pay, I don't know, I know this ain't right, but y'all bear with me. You bought a 32-inch today and it was $4,000, okay? And then let's say 3 years from now you have a catastrophe where it's damaged and you like, shoot, I'm trying to, y'all need to pay me for my TV. I paid $1,000 for it. No, ma'am. You're not going to get that $1,000 because it has devalued. Just like a car, when you drive that car off the lot, it undepreciated. Get what? All your personal items, they have depreciated. So you don't ever get in your mind what you paid for is what you gonna get if it's damaged. Let's get that real clear, cause I'm really tired of y'all, not you, but I'm tired of people calling saying, "Well, I paid 5,000 for it, and I need my money back." Baby, you're not gonna get your money back. I wish you could, because if it wouldn't matter to me, right? I just work here, but unfortunately, under circumstances, I work for a huge company and they not having it, and so I have to break it down to them. But anyhow, I'm gonna get more into depth with more of the home insurance because I don't want to take up all y'all time or whatever. But y'all see what's going on. For all y'all 90s and 80s baby who still got y'all CDs, you see your limit gonna be 400. So while you racking up on them old CDs with Johnny Gill and all them, uh, they They gonna give you no more than 400 on this one, on this particular policy. That's why you gotta be careful now. You gotta be careful, okay? And then it tell you about personal property we do not cover, okay? So they ain't gonna cover no animals, okay? Y'all, but I'll go into that in the next video. Let's circle back around.